Good day. It is Althea from the Bible in 1 year. Today we spend time in Psalm 136. Although man is evil, God remains good. Psalm 136 is often referred to as the great psalm of praise. In Jewish tradition, they would use this psalm to remember God's goodness. The priest would call out a reason to give thanks to God. The congregation would respond by saying, "For his loving kindness endures forever," which means gracious, mercy, and compassion. This is like a compilation or a reflection on what God did in the past and present, and therefore one can expect nothing less for our future. In verses 1 to 4, we find a reflection on the true nature of God. He is the God of gods, the Lord of lords, the only one who does great wonders, the miracle working God. Each time the whole congregation agrees and confirms the statement with, "For his loving kindness endures forever. His grace, mercy, and compassion endures forever." In verses 5 to 9, we find a reflection on the work he did as the Creator. He formed the cosmos with skill. He laid out earth on ocean foundations. The God who made the sun and set it to watch over the day, the moon and the stars as guardians of the night. In verses 10 to 15, we find a reflection on the deliverance of Israel from enslavement in Egypt. The God who struck down the Egyptian firstborn and rescued them from Egypt's oppression with a strong hand and with an outstretched arm. The God who split the Red Sea right in half, led Israel straight through in the middle, and drowned Pharaoh and his army in the same sea. In verses 16 to 22, we find a reflection on the God who marched his people through the wilderness into the promised land. He smashed huge kingdoms right and left. He even struck down the famous kings and distributed their land as booty, as he handed the land over to Israel. In verses 23 to 25, we find a reflection on the ongoing deliverance of God. God remembered us when we were down. He rescued us from the trampling boot. He takes care of everyone in time of need. The psalm ends with a declaration that in the times to come, nothing will change. The same God then is the same God that takes care of us today. With the same passion He took care of them, He takes care of us today. The Message translation read, "His love never quits and will endure forever." Even when God's people fail, give in to sin, lose courage and murmur, God remains steadfast in His love and support. May you be encouraged to keep the good faith, to hold on tight to God in the storm, as the storm will pass. Holding on to God, trusting on Him, He will not fail you. His love and support for you will never quit. May you be blessed. Goodbye.